It's an absolute gorgeous day. So let's do the update outside. First of all, happy Easter. Let's do a quick update of how things are going with ministry and training and stuff. So, first of all, I am 40% funded. I only need 16 more people individually committed to $100 a month before I'll be 100% funded to be able to go back to Poland. Language school, I am in the second phase of language. So first of all, I was just doing like Polish language school for roughly 4 hours a week. Now I am doing conversational Polish. Every day I have a meeting with a different tutor who is living in Poland, and they're native speaker, and so I'm getting this Polish conversation down. It started off where the first tutor I had was like, you don't really know what you're doing. Let's wait a little bit more before you start doing the thing. And so 2 weeks later, I am able to communicate very limitedly, of course, but I can introduce myself. I can ask a few basic questions. I can share my interests. So I can say, oh, last week I did this, or next week I plan on doing this, or how was your weekend? How was, some basic conversational things, way more than I did know. So that is coming along so well. I'm still doing the Polish language school, so I'm having like 9 hours total of Polish a week. So it's a lot, but it is, man, I love speaking Polish. It's so much fun. It is so encouraging to say something in Polish, and the other person who I'm talking to goes, yeah, I understand. It's like, you do? Awesome. So that's super encouraging. Cultural experience of the month. I went to the Revival Slavic Baptist Church, who uses Carmel's student center for their service. It's a big church. I went to one of the service, totally not planned. I was there and I was like, oh, I'll just visit for a little bit. Ended up staying for the whole 2-hour service. That's a culture shock for sure. It was really cool because they did like 3 songs and then they read like 3 chapters ending with Matthew 28 and the Great Commission, all in Russian. They were reading it in Russian, but then they had it translated in both Russian and English on the screen. So that's how I knew it was Matthew 28. Really cool. And then we sat down and then we did more singing. And then they did like an Easter classical music, lots of singing with a choir type thing, which is really beautiful, like absolutely gorgeous to hear. And then they had one of the pastors come up and he preached on missions and the Great Commission. He did Russian and then English. He mixed it. But it was really cool. Basically encouraging the whole church to go do missions. It was really cool. And then we did more singing, and then that was 2 hours later, and I was like, that was a really interesting cultural experience. I'm definitely going to go back and visit because it's a cultural connection. A lot of these people are from Ukraine or Russia, and so they're neighbors with Poland. So that's, it's pretty interesting. Cultural connection. I would like to read the Great Commission, seeing as how, I'm a missionary and I'm living out the Great Commission as my best. So, and Jesus came and said to them, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you, and behold, I'm with you always to the end of the age. So many people are coming through Lake Epic, and even the people of Zanimishal, the town there, who are not believers, are seeing the impact that Lake Epic has on the people, and it's also impacting their lives. Pan Slavik, the maintenance guy, Pan Bronek, one of the elders of the town. There's so many people, the babchas, the grandmas from the store. I would love to, when I get to heaven, be like, here is Pan Slavik, here is Pan Bronek, here, remember his story, and be able to share everything there. Let's make heaven crowded with these people of the world. Let's go out to the nations. I will see you next month or at Carmel if you see me. Bye.